Shelley Duvall. Heart-wrenching from the very beginning, Shelley Duvall's life was a testament to resilience, raw emotion, and an uncompromising creative spirit. On a warm summer day in Fort Worth, Texas, on July 7, 1949, Robert and Bobby Duvall welcomed their third child into the world, a bright-eyed daughter they named Shelley Alexis Duvall. Born into a modest family with no ties to Hollywood, her father a lawyer and her mother a real estate broker, none could have foreseen that this unassuming Texan girl would one day redefine independent cinema and children's television alike. Growing up in Houston alongside her three brothers, Shelley's early years were steeped in the quiet magic of books and boundless curiosity. While she pursued studies in nutrition and diet therapy at South Texas Junior College, it was clear even then that her creative spark was destined for something extraordinary. Her passion for storytelling and the arts lay quietly in wait, much like an uncut gem waiting to shine. The turning point came in 1970 at a lively Houston party, where a 20-year-old Shelley caught the discerning eye of maverick filmmaker Robert Altman. Altman, in the midst of scouting locations for his film Brewster McCloud, was captivated by her unconventional beauty, those large, expressive eyes, and a smile that could convey both vulnerability and mystery. There was something so unfiltered, so authentically herself, Altman later recalled, a sentiment echoed by Pauline Kael of The New Yorker, who described her as a slender, long-limbed Texas girl who has a Modigliani face and a heartbreaking smile. With no acting experience to her name, Shelley accepted the offer that would launch a lifelong collaboration with one of cinema's most daring directors. Relocating to Los Angeles soon after, Shelley's career began to unfold in rapid, remarkable chapters. In Altman's revisionist Western McCabe and Mrs. Miller, 1971, her brief but memorable presence signaled the arrival of a unique talent. By 1974, in Thieves Like Us, she delivered a breakthrough performance as Kichi, a role that showcased her innate ability to portray complex, vulnerable characters with an honesty that resonated deeply with audiences. But it was 1977's Three Women that would forever etch her name in film history. Portraying Millie Lamoureux, a woman caught in the throes of delusion and despair, Shelley crafted a character whose fragile reality was as captivating as it was heartbreaking. Her performance was so compelling that it earned her the Best Actress award at the Cannes Film Festival, a recognition of her profound ability to transform personal vulnerability into on-screen art. In 1975, she even found a delightful detour into comedy with a small yet unforgettable role in Woody Allen's Annie Hall. This brief appearance not only broadened her appeal, but also hinted at the versatility that would become her trademark. Midway through her storied career, amidst periods of intense personal vulnerability and professional challenge, Shelley faced one of the most grueling tests of her talent in 1980. That year, Stanley Kubrick cast her as Wendy Torrance in The Shining, a role that would demand not only her technical prowess, but also a deep, soul-stirring empathy born of personal anguish. Under Kubrick's notoriously exacting direction, replete with the infamous baseball bat scene, which reportedly required 127 takes.
I'm very confused. I just need a chance to think things over.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Sorry.
Wendy.
Sorry.
Darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Shelley transformed into a figure of pure terror and poignant fragility. Despite the toll the process took on her, both mentally and physically, her portrayal of a wife and mother battling the descent into madness has since become one of the most haunting and celebrated performances in cinematic history. Also in 1980, Shelley reunited with Altman for the live-action adaptation Popeye, stepping into the role of Olive Oyl opposite Robin Williams. Her distinctive voice and eccentric physicality brought a rare mix of comedy and pathos to the character, earning her accolades even as the film's reception was mixed at the time. Over the years, critics and fans alike have come to appreciate her imaginative interpretation as a unique and endearing highlight of the film. As the decade progressed, Shelley's focus began to shift from the silver screen to the small screen, specifically to a realm where her creative vision could nurture the next generation. In 1982, she founded Platypus Productions, a bold move that marked the beginning of her pioneering work in children's television. Her creation, Faerie Tale Theatre, reimagined classic fairy tales with wit, charm, and respect for its young audience, drawing in star-studded casts that included Robin Williams, Mick Jagger, and Susan Sarandon. Shelley not only produced but also frequently hosted the series, demonstrating an entrepreneurial spirit and a profound belief in the power of storytelling. Building on the success of Faerie Tale Theatre, she went on to produce other anthology series such as Tall Tales and Legends and Shelley Duvall's Bedtime Stories. Each project stood as a testament to her dedication to producing quality entertainment that honored the intelligence and creativity of children. In the 1990s, while her focus remained on production, Shelley continued to take on select film roles that allowed her singular presence to shine through. Her work in The Underneath, 1995, and The Portrait of a Lady, 1996, reinforced the fact that even as trends shifted in Hollywood, her authentic style remained irreplaceable. Her final substantial on-screen role came in 2002 with Manna from Heaven, a quietly poignant performance that marked the end of an era in front of the camera. After stepping away from the relentless pace of Hollywood, Shelley retreated back to her native Texas, a move that, while marking her departure from the public eye, never diminished the profound impact of her artistic journey. For years, she embraced a quieter life away from the limelight, yet her magnetic legacy continued to reverberate among fans and peers. In 2016, a controversial appearance on Dr. Phil stirred both concern and conversation. The interview, which laid bare the challenges of her mental health, sparked widespread debate about the ethics of exploiting vulnerability on television. However, for many, it was a raw reminder of the very humanity that had always been at the heart of her performances. By February 2021, a rare, in-depth interview with The Hollywood Reporter provided an intimate glimpse into the resilient soul that had weathered decades of both triumph and adversity. Living in a modest Texas town, Shelley assured her fans that, despite the hardships, the unwavering support of friends and community had seen her through the darkest of times. And in a final, stirring act of defiance against the pull of obscurity, she returned to acting in July 2023 with a role in the independent horror film The Forest Hills. This brief but significant comeback underscored the unquenchable creative fire that had animated her entire life. Tragically, as the chapters of her luminous career closed, so too did her earthly journey. In a moment of profound sorrow and bittersweet relief, Shelley Duvall passed away peacefully in her sleep at her home in Blanco, Texas. Her longtime partner, Dan Gilroy, announced her death at the age of 75, revealing that complications from diabetes had claimed the indomitable spirit of the woman who had given so much of herself to art. My dear, sweet, wonderful life partner and friend left us. Too much suffering lately, now she's free. Fly away, beautiful Shelley. As we bid farewell to a luminous star whose journey redefined the boundaries of vulnerability and creativity, we hold fast to the memories of every breathtaking performance and every tender moment she shared with the world. In the quiet aftermath of her departure, her legacy endures as a monument to art's transcendent power and to the deeply heart-rending soul of a woman who lived and loved with unparalleled authenticity. Love hearing about iconic stars who have passed away? Subscribe at Evergreen Token now for captivating mini bios of legendary late celebrities and breaking celebrity death shorts celebrating their remarkable lives.